With the release of the animated Super Mario Bros. Movie, I think it's the perfect time to revisit some of the old school animated adventures featuring everyone's favorite plumbing duo. There are actually 4 cartoons based on the video games in the Mario series that made their way to US television screens, and I loved each and every one of them. Over the next 4 episodes of the Saturday Morning Showcase, we're going to take a look at these gone, but definitely not forgotten TV shows featuring Super Mario. Saturday Supercade was an animated series that ran for 2 seasons on CBS from 1983 to 1985. The show was produced by Ruby Spears Productions and consisted of short segments featuring characters from the golden age of video games like Frogger, Q*bert, and Pitfall, but on this episode we're going to focus on my personal favorite segments of the bunch, which are the cartoons based in the Donkey Kong video game. In my younger days, I used to beg my parents for quarters anytime I encountered a Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. I was terrible at this game, but I loved taking control of Mario and attempting to rescue Pauline from the barrel-throwing ape Donkey Kong. I have so many fond memories of playing this game in the arcade. In fact, the only thing I loved more than video games when I was a kid was cartoons, so imagine my reaction when I saw an advertisement for a brand new TV show that combined the two. The Donkey Kong animated show took the basic premise of the video game and expanded upon it. In the cartoon, Donkey Kong has escaped from the circus and is on the run with Mario and Pauline in hot pursuit. The plots of each episode vary, but the basic formula of the show revolves around villains manipulating Donkey Kong into committing a crime and Mario and Pauline investigating it. Once Mario and Pauline figure out what's happening, they expose the villains to Donkey Kong and the 3 of them team up to stop the bad guys. After the villains are brought to justice, Donkey Kong escapes again and the cycle continues. Mario in the animated Donkey Kong series is a lot different from the mushroom gobbling plumber we've grown to love over the past few decades. Aside from the obvious physical differences, Mario in the Donkey Kong cartoon is a circus owner and not a plumber. Maybe he switched professions and started a business with his brother because after watching this show and seeing the number of times that Donkey Kong escapes, Mario clearly isn't good at ape wrangling. Also, Mario from the later installments has access to super abilities from power-ups like invincibility and pyrokinesis. Mario in the Donkey Kong animated series has, a net. Of course, a lot of these changes are because this cartoon is based on the Donkey Kong arcade game, which predates the first Super Mario Bros. Game by a few years. This Mario may not be the version we've all grown to love over the years, but the Mario from the original source material was just a few pixels climbing some ladders, so it's nice to see how the writers of the show creatively fleshed out the story. This show is extremely goofy, but it's still a lot of fun, and I love seeing an animated interpretation of one of my favorite video games of this time period. Unfortunately, when this show first aired, I was only able to see the first season due to the second season being preempted by a local bowling show that aired on the network affiliate during its national time slot. It looks like I may never get to see the episodes I missed thanks to this show not having an official home video release or being available on any streaming services. This is due to copyright issues involving each of the video games the show is based on, and this cartoon has not re-aired since the last episode hit TV screens in 1985. There have been a few episodes unofficially uploaded to YouTube, so if you look hard enough you may be able to see a little bit of this cartoon, but as a whole the show may be lost for the ages, which is extremely unfortunate because Saturday Supercade was a lot of fun and deserves a chance to be viewed by the generation who missed out on the golden age of video games. Saturday Supercade may be gone, but it's definitely not forgotten, and thankfully we'll always have the video games the shows were based on. I just wish I wasn't so terrible at them.